Architectural Builder Supply is pleased to present you with this recording of the technical question that is listed in the title of this video.
This call may be monitored and recorded for quality assurance.
4x4 door casing that's sheetrock completely around, and we have a 9-foot door that's going in. 8-foot doors that are going in. They're just panel doors, and where the hinge is pivoting, we don't want it to hit the door casing. Does that make any sense?
Yeah, completely, sure. What pivot are you using, or what pivot type are you considering using?
Well, we've ordered a set of pivot hinges from you guys. I think it was, which I love them. I love the quality of it and everything compared to the cheaper ones that we've seen out there. I believe it is a part number. Your part number would be ABH0128.
Okay.
I believe that's the pivot hinge. I'm not 100% positive, but it looks pretty similar to that.
Okay, so you've got this door. So there is no pivot that incorporates that functionality on its own.
That's what I figured. Okay.
Yeah. So, however, having said that, the proper piece of equipment is to use is an overhead stop that will be mortised to the top of the door and then into the header, completely concealed when you have the door closed.
Okay, so it will actually, when you close the door, it's kind of center mounted in, somehow it's center mounted in the door.
Stand by one moment.
Did I say that correctly? Sorry. Yeah.
Stand by.
Yeah.
Hey, can I call you back in a minute? Bye. So it's installed in the top rail of the door.
Okay.
It will have to be employed so as to work compatibly with your already installed pivot hardware. So it's think of a track, a U-shaped track that will get mortised to the top of the door. It's got an arm that connects to a rectangular piece that gets mortised flush to the underside of the header.
Oh, okay. So this is like more of like what you see in a commercial setting where it's got I know what you're saying. It's where it's kind of, it opens up outward, but it has an arm that's attached to the door. And as soon as it gets to that 90 degree, the arm is fully extended and it stops the door. Is that correct?
100%.
Okay, good deal.
And that dead stop, that degree of dead stop is determined by where physically you place the darn thing on the door. The closer you are to the hinge, the more it swings. The further you move away, and there's a table by which you derive those dimensions.
That makes sense to me. Okay. So that being said, that'll give me my full stop inward and my full. See, because it's in a residential house, they don't want it to swing both directions, but they want the hidden floating hinge type. They want the floating door look. Let's put it that way.
Yeah,
so,
of course.
Is there any other options that you can think of, hinge-wise, or anything else that you could think of that would work in the same manner that would allow the door to swing open one direction, but the hinges are completely concealed and you can't see any of it, so it looks like a floating door?
And is the door single acting or double acting?
We just want a single acting.
Well, I mean, the only way to be able to center hang a door and have a dead stop would be to employ, a door closer.
A door closer, yeah.
Yeah, that would obviously close the door, but you can order them with a bumper that will stop the door based on the prescribed degree. Floor closers, overhead concealed closers, and really a slide track, an overhead stop. That's the proper textbook way to do it.
Mm-hmm. Okay, good deal. The doors are going to be, we're going to have some solid, we've got about 8 solid core doors that are this way, and the rest of them are hollow core doors. They're for like closets and things like that. Will these closers still be able to be mortised into most of your standard hollow core doors?
Well, you're going to need a certain depth to mortise
Yeah,
that into.
I know.
It's possible that you got trouble. I mean, if they're economy grade hollow core doors, I'd be very concerned.
Right, I think so. So we may end up having to go with solid core doors throughout. That being said, do you have a price point and a part number on that door closer that you're saying? Because you're saying this door closer is pretty much concealed, except for obviously when opening up, and you'll be able to see the closer arm.
Yeah, it's not a closer; it's an overhead stop.
An overhead stop. Okay.
Yeah, it's just a dumb piece of hardware. Doesn't do anything other than that.
Okay. Do you have a part number that I may?
Architectural Builders Supply hopes you have enjoyed this program.